Okay, it's recording.
Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are on planet Earth. So, Graham and I have been having a debate this morning about how rich Prince Harry is. How much money does Prince Harry have, and Meghan Markle, and the rest of the royal family? Graham is firmly in the camp that he believes they have endless money.
Heaps and heaps of endless cash.
I do not, because of where I grew up, and I know that a lot of stuff is smoke and mirrors. Now, you think that the Duchy of Cornwall, right, is a complicated beast. I don't know how it works. The way I see it is the Prince of Wales, whoever that may be, is sort of the head of the management.
And all the money goes into his pocket. And it has been doing for donkey's years, because the Prince of Wales, well, Prince Charles, has been the Prince of Wales forever, as you know, and he's only just become king, so he'd have kept all that money in his pocket. And then my guess is that when young William takes over, all the money coming in will be his, obviously.
I disagree. I don't think
Which makes Charlie a billionaire.
I disagree. I don't think that the Duchy of Cornwall is as straightforward as that. I'm guessing it's a complicated beast with lots and lots of levels and layers to it. I don't like to use Meghan's words. That I wouldn't have thought it's that straightforward. I also don't believe that the royal family have endless resources. Now, I heard somewhere, and I could be wrong, I can't remember where I heard this, but it was a documentary, that when David abdicated the throne, he had inherited the monarchy because it's hereditary, but in the private probate, he had inherited everything from George V, not only Balmoral, Sandringham, Osborne House, I think that a property that Jacob Rees-Mogg now owns. There were lots of properties, and when he abdicated, he kept all of that. He kept all the money, apparently, allegedly. This is what I distinctly remember hearing. And that the Windsors themselves were effectively broke, and that George VI had to make a decision of which property he was going to get, and he said, well, we'll have Balmoral, Sandringham, and he had to get a mortgage. Now, I could be wrong on that, but I'm sure some people can fact check. Now, a lot of people think Harry and Meghan and the royal family, you know, all these weird numbers are thrown out. $100 million, $36 million, million this, 30 million inheritance.
Well, you'll go, Daddy, Daddy, I'm skint again. Meghan spends all my money. He goes, oh, here's a couple of millions to keep you going. A couple of million? That won't last me till Christmas. I need more than that. Well,
to make the point to my slightly militant husband, I looked up Fiona Mont net worth. That's me, okay? And there are several amusing websites. In fact, I just found one that's really amusing that said I was born... Well, I'll start with this one. Apparently my net worth, and I will hold this up, although it is back to front, is $17.8 million. If you Google Fiona Mont net worth, and that's according to a website called peoplei.com.
Where do they get these figures from?
I don't know. And also,
I wouldn't have to work for a living if that was the case.
It also says, according to Wikipedia, Fiona Mont was born on the 15th of August 1990. No, I was not. If only. I was born on the 1st of April 1970. In August 1990, I was 20 years old. So I don't know where they get this from, but they are amusing. Here's another one. I'll get my net worth up on here. My goodness me. Between 5 million, so it's a little more modest, this one. Fiona Mont has a net worth of 5 million estimated, which, get this, she earned from her occupation as English fugitive. Popularly known as the English fugitive of United Kingdom, she is seen as one of the most successful English fugitive of all times. Fiona Mont net worth and basic source earning is being a successful unknown English fugitive. That's one of them. There's a whole load of these websites.
It's obviously written by
This
a boss.
one I'm quite proud of. That really is my old Twitter page. That's me. Every 10 years, Graham takes a picture of my backside in a corset.
Hasn't changed at all.
I think he's being quite generous on that one. And this one, this is the top one. Apparently I'm 51. I'm pretty sure I'm 52, aren't I?
Yes. We were born in 1970.
Dating relationship. This made me laugh. She is currently single. She is not dating anyone. We don't have much information about she's past relationship and any previous engaged. According to our database, she has no children. She's living the dream, isn't she? Her net worth has been growing significantly in 2020 to 2021. So how much is Fiona Mont worth at age 51 years old? Between 1 and 5 million. My salary is under review, apparently. I mean...
Is that while you were in lockdown then?
So, just taking all that into account, Graham, can you now see how ludicrous these figures... I mean, I'm guessing it was Meghan's PR who said, oh, they're going to get 100 million from Netflix. That's ridiculous. 100 million? For what? For what? I don't believe it. I don't believe that Harry has unlimited resources.
How much does a series like The Crown cost?
Probably about 100
to
million.
make one series.
I don't know. I don't understand why these TV productions cost so much when there are so many fabulous YouTubers out there. Not this type of channel, but there are other channels that make
talented people.
Really talented, really funny, incredibly low budget productions, and they do it on the fly and they do it in a couple of weeks. Why does The Crown take 2 years and a couple of 100 million to produce? I mean, yes, it's a good show, but is it worth that? I just think that figures are...
because they get the money back, don't they, in revenue.
Figures are thrown out there. There was another one I wanted to make a point about, because when I was watching one of the YouTube... I can't remember if it was Taz, Murky or Wally, but when I was watching one of them on my exercise bike, I was quite horrified because I get suggestions at the bottom of the TV screen to see my face at the bottom, and at that point it had 1.1 million views. So of course I thought, oh my god, 1.1 million views, what the fuck is this? And it was it's a YouTuber called Real Stories, and they have 5.73 million subscribers, and they put crime programs up, and they put the Too Posh to Pay up there, of which I was a participant. And then the next time I saw it, they had your face as the what do they call it, thumbnail.
Yeah.
So I read some of the comments, and one of the top comments is, Fiona's got a free pass for her criminal behaviour. The administrative error was another way of saying money, family connections will set you free. What the fuck? I mean, that's bullshit. I'm only using myself as an example to put it in perspective when people just talk utter bullshit about the royal family, and I include Meghan and Harry in that. Obviously we know there's a lot of weirdness. Meghan has created a lot of mystery. She's made a miserable legacy for her children. People are going to troll them for the rest of their lives. They're going to go, are you real royals? Are you plastic royals? Are you even her kids? She and Harry have really set them up badly.
I don't believe she's got any children. I haven't seen any children.
Well, that's sort of an aside subject. I'm just saying that the bullshit that is talked about the royal family in general, all of them, and their wealth, and also public figures, million here, billion there, it's bullshit, 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 I believe, because I see the crap. I had no family connections that pulled me out of anything, so I see allegations about Andrew and influence, and I sit back and I just think, I've not come from royalty, but I've come from a background where we constantly suffered that kind of shit. My mother used to make her own handbags out of cornflake boxes, and no one ever guessed. Everybody thought they were haute couture, handbags. I mean, the royal family, they have a christening gown. They had a christening gown they all use, and it fell to pieces. So they made a replica, and apparently, to make it look aged, they just dunked it in some tea to stain it. You know, it's smoke and mirrors. That's exactly the sort of thing my mother would have done, or our family would have done. So anyway, what do you think? How much money do you think Harry's got left? I think I reckon Harry sat down with the accountants a few months ago, and they said, if you keep going the way you are, you're going to be brassic in about 6 months. And even for a moron like Harry, I reckon he went, pull the plug on Sunshine Sacks. No more. It stops. That's my personal opinion. Maybe Sunshine Sacks fucked her off, but you can't spend money like water.
They have to scream for their 2 million, didn't they?
You can't go through money like they've been going through it and have no income. Even when you've got a big fortune, you'd be surprised when there's nothing coming in how fast it goes down. Even if you have a little income, it helps, doesn't it?
Yeah,
so do you still really think they're all multi-billionaires?
Yeah.
Thoughts? Opinions?